Hey, Heather, who do you recommend use the paper pencil journal? This is a question I get very, very often. Oh, you like my new weighted vest? Thank you. It was a Christmas gift. I'm very excited to be using it. One of the questions I get is, Heather, I hear you keep recommending this paper pencil journal, but who is it for? Big question, and it's really for everybody, and I'm going to explain why. If you're struggling with binge eating, it will help you with that. If you're struggling with not knowing what problem areas to focus on, it will help you with that. If you struggle with consistency with journaling, like you're the person who's opened up MyFitnessPal or Lose It, you got 2 or 3 good days tracked, then there's nothing. It's for you. If you're the person who really feels like it's all or nothing, and every time you have a bad day, you're going to start fresh tomorrow, it's for you. And I'll explain why. Think of it like a self-coaching tool. You wrote down in the morning with your prefrontal cortex the plan that you would like to see yourself follow, okay? On the right side, you get to see what actually occurred, right? So every time we wake up in the morning, we've got these plans of grandeur. Today I'm gonna have that big salad for lunch. Today I'm not gonna eat the chocolate in the afternoon. I'm gonna write down that perfect day. Very seldom does it happen. And unfortunately, what I would say as a coach, I spend most of my time doing is bringing people's awareness to the truth of what they do. I'm there to kind of lift the curtain and let them peek in. And it's very hard to do that when, one, you don't have data or facts or information. And two, when everything feels so restrictive and punitive. The paper pencil journal takes all that off, because honestly, if you open up your pantry and you got a loaf of bread and you got peanut butter and you know you're gonna eat McDonald's for lunch, you're writing all that down. Breakfast, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, lunch, McDonald's, you're putting it all down. And then on the right side, you're saying, okay, what actually happened? But if you do that for 2 weeks, this is the food I got, this is the plan. Over on the other side, it's either check marks, which means you ate what you wrote, which is great. It's a great starting place. Then you can, after 2 weeks, make improvements, right? Because now you got a calorie average because you track the calories the next day. You got 14 days of consistent data. If you're the person who writes down the perfect day, I have no salad in my refrigerator, but I'm going to write it down anyway because I think I'm going to get to the store. I think I'm going to make a salad. But every day at lunch, you don't eat the salad. You hit Wendy's drive-thru. Then you get that reality check of, maybe I don't do salads at lunch. Maybe I do Wendy's drive-thru, right? So it's a awakening to the truth of what you're doing. With truth and facts, you can make a plan to improve. So the paper pencil journal is for everyone. The other thing it's great for is showing points of improvement. So if you're pretty nailed, you write down what you eat, everything feels good. After 2 weeks, you assess calories, you say, okay, what's my goal? I want to eat healthier. I want to lose weight. What do these foods affect my calories the most? Because you got your stuff to go through. You might make an effort to try to eat less of that, switch it out for another product, or if you want to include more fruits and vegetables, you might give yourself stars for including more fruits and vegetables. Like, you can set whatever goal you want. I have one client right now, she's working on waiting to have her first treat to lunch. She's documenting that on the right side. It's truly a universal tool that serves the purpose of you coaching yourself. Now, I go through with my clients, I help them see patterns and things, and then I give them direction. Like, for instance, I have a client, she's working on the weekends, her weekend eating. And she and her husband were gonna go out to eat. So she looked at the menu, she picked out what she wanted. She got there, they didn't have it. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Then she felt like, oh crap, what do I do? I had this plan, now I can't execute it. So she's like panicking, right? She orders what she wants, which she feels is against it. She feels she's off track. And I said to her, interesting, I said, well, next time you go out to eat, why don't we at dinner or lunch have you pick the first menu item that you really, really would like, but then why don't you pick a backup item? So that way when you get in the restaurant, if that happens again, you don't end up feeling like you're spiraling. She's like, oh, I never thought of that. So this is why this is so incredibly helpful. Most people can't hire me as a coach. You might not be able to get a coach. This is a really good tool to guide you. If you're a binger, you're writing your binge down every single day on the left side. If you choose not to do it, because you're learning about the My Thinking Leads to Eating series, and you start to accumulate stars for not eating all your binge food, you might start to notice an improvement in that. I see that all the time. So really, it can be used for anything. That's why I love it so much. I hope that helps, because that's probably one of the top questions I get. Hey Heather, is this just for binge eating? Is it just for weight loss? I've had clients improve their binge eating. I've had clients lose weight without even worrying about calories doing this. I've had other clients improve all kinds of eating behaviors with it. It truly is a universal tool, but I think of it as a self-coaching tool. So I hope that helps. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.